Yo ho ho, AFC's Roundtable. What is going on? Welcome to a very special edition of the AFC's Roundtable. Guys, for the longest time on this channel, we decided that we wanted to bring you a game show. And a game show we are 1000% going to bring you. I introduce to you the AFC East SmackDown. This show is going to be a 2v2v2v2 debate series where you are not only going to get one representative from your favorite team, but you are going to get two representatives. And we are going to be battling across fan bases to see who knows ball, who is giving the best possible takes. There's 3 rounds, starting off with 4 teams. There's one question where all of us need to answer and give our takes. At the end of every single round, one single team will be eliminated based off of the audience. The audience is going to be highlighting who they think has the absolute shittiest take, and we're going to keep on going with that until there is a winner crowned. We are super excited to bring this to you. We have a lot of very saucy questions. We can go about that. All right. And then I do want to make just a couple of announcements. Out of all of your super chats that come in, we will be reading them in between rounds. So we appreciate your patience here. But while you're here, smash that like button. First off, it's free. It takes less than a second. And it really pushes this show out to the YouTube algorithm where more desperate eyeballs and eardrums are yearning for some NFL content. All right. So you can certainly do your part just by hitting that like button. And let's just get the ball rolling where I need to, drum roll please, introduce the very first team starting the first round of the AFC East SmackDown. And that is our representatives from the New Jersey Jets. Let's bring them on in. Let's bring them in. Jack.
Oh,
Jack and Richie.
the New York Jets, Dan. Come on. We're not starting off with that nonsense.
What is going on?
Woo! I'm ready, baby. I love
now. Listen, ladies and gents, they do have a disadvantage because out of all the teams that are waiting in backstage have an advantage of being able to prep for this question. These two are just getting it absolutely raw. Now, just a reminder, gents, there's going to be a 2-minute timer on the clock. All right. The second 2 minutes hits for each of you, you will be muted. So make sure that you get what you need to out immediately. This is big. A lot is on the line. A lot is on the line. And let me introduce you the very first question. Let's bring it on up. That is right. As many of you guys know, Ezekiel Elliott finally has a home. He was signed just about an hour or so ago for the New England Patriots. Is the signing of Ezekiel Elliott going to make the New England Patriots a better team this year? We're going to start off with Jack. 2 minutes is now officially on the clock. Go.
Let's get it. What's up, everybody? How you doing? All right, Ezekiel Elliott on the Patriots. Short answer, absolutely, yes. He will make the Patriots a better team this year. Him as a combination with Ramondre Stevenson, who pissed a lot of Jet fans off last year, that's for sure. He's a great, dynamic young player. I think those two are going to be a great combo together. I think it's going to, open up the quick game that Mac Jones is so famous for quoting. The quick game effing sucks. I think that if anybody can get the most out of Ezekiel Elliott, rather, at this point in his career, it's Bill Belichick. I think Ezekiel Elliott is probably a guy that they've had their eyes on for a while this offseason. I feel like it fits the Bill Belichick and the Patriots prototype pretty well. Ezekiel Elliott is just a guy that's going to do his job. He's obviously waned off a little bit from, the first couple stellar years he had in the league. But that happens at the running back position, man. That happens to all running backs. So I think obviously, yes, is the answer. Ezekiel Elliott does make the Patriots a better team for sure. Yeah, I don't think I need the full 2 minutes on that one.
Muted, Dan.
And so look at that. He was ready. He didn't even need those first 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Richie, you know what? I would say that I would give you an extra minute, but that's not the case, my friend. That's not how the world works. Go ahead.
Jack just killed it, baby. Absolutely love it because I agree with everything he says. Unfortunately, I think the answer is yes. Ezekiel Elliott does make the New England Patriots a better team. And I think the Patriots are one of those teams this year that not anybody's talking about because all the hype in the AFC East is, the Dolphins improving, the Jets improving, the Bills being the 3-time division champions, but the Patriots are still here. And the Patriots what their bread and butter is, defense and running the football. Now, their quarterback position is still up in the air, right? They had Cunningham out there, the preseason. Now, Patriots fans are throwing a parade. They might have got the star in the undrafted free agency pool. You got Mac Jones. But what makes the New England Patriots so good is their culture, is their system. And the way they win football games is not by being flashy. It's not by throwing bombs. It's not by doing all the things that makes, a pass-heavy team in the modern-day NFL. They're boring. But sometimes boring is annoyingly good. As a Jets fan, I have to say it's annoying because I freaking hate the system. But it's true. All they do is run the football. And you give a duo of Stevenson, who's one of the best and most underrated backs in the NFL, with a guy like Zeke. And by the way, Zeke, he is past his prime, but he still got some in him. He could be that goal line back. He could pick up that first down. He could get those touchdowns in the red zone. And I think a 1-2 punch of Stevenson and Zeke is going to help out this New England Patriots a little bit. I don't think he's going to rush for 1,000 yards. I don't think he's going to put up 10 touchdowns because that's what you got Stevenson for. But I think Ezekiel Elliott, unfortunately, as a Jets fan, that addition makes that offense just a little bit better. And they're a team that, they see the whole world counting them out. They see the Jets, the Dolphins, the Bills getting all the hype. Nobody's talking about the New England Patriots, and I think Bill Belichick is going to have this team playing right, and I think it's an unfortunate thing, but listen, some people are going to clown this, say, oh, Zeke is washed up. He's not doing anything. Well, if you look what the Patriots have been doing ever since Tom Brady left, they love to run the football, and even when Tom Brady was there, defend, create turnovers, and run the damn football to help out their offense with that stout offensive line.
And look at that with 3 seconds to spare, ladies and gentlemen. That was our Jets representatives. As always, guys, remember, if you're vibing with the Jets team, all right, make sure you vote for them at the end of this round. But we still have 3 teams to talk to here, guys.
You know who to vote for, boys. You know who to vote for.
We still have 3. Let's go on ahead and bring in the next squad. It's the Dolphins. Come on. It's the Miami Dolphins. TD and Doug. What is going on? I'm talking the most, polarizing opposite personalities of Dolphins.
Hey, yin and yang, baby.
The yin and the yang, one of the two. Some of my favorite Dolphins YouTubers. Absolutely. Beautiful situation. Gents, all right, you know the rules, all right? 2 minutes apiece. I'm going to go ahead and get my timer ready. Who's going first? Who's hopping on this bad boy first? We're talking Zeke Elliott to the Pats. What we got?
Doug got it.
Doug's got it. All right. All right, Doug. Let's talk about it in 3, 2, 1, start.
See, it's interesting because Ramondre Stevenson already makes that run game ridiculous, right? They had the best run game, one of the best run games, a good offensive line. I guess Ezekiel Elliott makes him better, but I don't think he's really going to push him over the edge when it comes to the run game. So to me, it's the same. I don't think it makes him better. I think they're kind of the same offense, the same run game, the same thing, because I don't think Zeke is that Zeke that was who he was in the past. And I think Stevenson is still going to be the bell cow, and I think Stevenson's still going to get a blunt of the carries. So to me personally, I think they're the same. I don't think he makes him better, and I don't think it makes him worse. I think Zeke is just going to be that complimentary 1-2 punch with Stevenson.
And so is that it, Doug?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Is that all you got? Oh, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Not even a minute, my boy went in.
Right to the point.
Trust me, you know what? Wait until we get to some of the saucy questions. That's if, of course, you guys end up, advancing right to the next round. But hey, you know what? With that being said, let's go on ahead and get our boy TD coming in with his take. Go.
Let me murk these Jets commentators. But anyway, Doug is spot on. This is what they do. So it's going to seem the same. Now I want to take it from the source of what they really brought Ezekiel Elliott in for. Ramondre Stevenson, if he goes down, if he gets hurt. That's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. And honestly, this also will prevent him from possibly getting hurt because now they have a 1-2 punch. We already know Ramondre Stevenson will be the primary rusher, but Richie's totally wrong. Both of them may get 1,000 yards. They almost did it in Dallas last year. Tony Pollard got 1,000. Ezekiel Elliott had 876, but that's because he missed 3 games. He was on pace, averaging 60 yards a game. He was on pace to getting 1,000. So they both almost got 1,000. Richie's also wrong saying it's not like he's going to get 10 touchdowns. Tony Pollard had 9 last year, and Ezekiel Elliott had, 12. He had 12 touchdowns last year. This is the perfect fit in a Belichick system where they want to run the ball, because we all know that Mac Jones is a turd, so they need to protect the turd and go ahead and pound the rock and play action and make him look good. So at the end of the day, this is a simple one. The Patriots have insurance. So in that essence, it makes them better. But like Doug said, they're the same, but it does make them better because they have insurance and now they can go the distance and they might actually be very productive. You see that defense, it's nasty. Defense, run game, a lot of people say that wins championships. So at the end of the day, Josh Allen is trash and Tua was the best quarterback.
What the hell, dude? Dude, all right, listen.
I had the time. I had the time.
I got you with the last 3 seconds.
I had the time, baby. I beat the buzzer.
Competition now, and I'm gonna make like 50 YouTube accounts and make sure that your team gets voted off next round just for adding that.
You know, hey, you know we already won. We got him. We got him.
Man, all right. That was the Dolphins team, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, we are going to be voting at the end of this round of what team had the best take, and the person with the least amount of votes or the team with the least amount of votes is going to be eliminated. All right, so now we got to bring in the Patriots team, and I know that both of them have a lot to say about that. What's going on, boys?
What's going on, Dan? How we doing?
It's good.
I mean, probably not as good as you guys, man. Got Zeke Elliott
Right
now, baby. All right,
you're late to the stream because of it, but it's all right. We're back. We're here.
Hey. Yo, Tyson, what's up, man? I know it's Malik Mania for you recently.
Malik Madness. Wait, do I start?
Malik Madness. Anyway, all right, boys. Y'all know the rules of the game. 2 minutes apiece. Give me your take on whether or not that you think that Zeke Elliott is going to make your team any better. Start off with Kobe. Go.
All right. So first off, and I'm gonna just take 10 seconds to say it to Richie. No realistic Patriots fan thinks that Malik Cunningham is going to fight Mac Jones for the job. A UDFA that is still in practice playing wide receiver. He showed good in the fourth quarter. Hope he makes the team, but he's not fighting for a roster spot. Anyway, back to this. Yes, and how can you say that Zeke Elliott doesn't make the Patriots a better team? What the Patriots needed was a spellback to Ramondre Stevenson, and that's what they got, doing it with one of the best running backs on the open market. Everyone was clamoring for Dalvin Cook. They didn't need Dalvin Cook. They have Dalvin Cook within Ramondre Stevenson. They needed a guy who was going to come in, take some of that pace off of Ramondre Stevenson, because Ramondre Stevenson was gassed. He was gassed the second half of last year because he was asked to do everything, had issues with fumbling, taking care of the ball. Because of that, now you have Zeke Elliott to come in and make sure that Ramondre stays that elite Ramondre, that pure Ramondre he was that first half of the season. Zeke Elliott is going to come in. He's going to give the Patriots not just a change of pace back, but he's going to give them that tough yardage. That tough yardage where once they reached the red zone, they were one of the least efficient. In fact, I believe they were the 32nd ranked team in the red zone last year. Come in, put his shoulder down, and run through people to punch it into the end zone. Now, because of the Patriots' offensive line struggles, Zeke Elliott is one of the best pass-blocking running backs in this league. He's going to come in. He's going to be able to stay back, pick up some blitz, and help protect Mac Jones to give him some time because of the struggles that this offensive line is having. Yes, Zeke Elliott makes this team a much, much better offense, and I don't see how you were going to say he doesn't. He put up over 800 yards last season, and that was at – thanks, Dan. I appreciate the timer. Over 800 yards and 12 touchdowns, still as a spellback, and he's going to get even more opportunities this year.
Oh, man, with 3 seconds to damn spare.
I put in the work.
Tyson, all right, you are starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
So I'm going to say that Ezekiel Elliott does make the Patriots better team because with our new quarterback, our new franchise quarterback, and Malik Cunningham, Malik Madness is returned. We're going to have the best rushing attack in the NFL history with Malik, Ramondre, and Ezekiel Elliott. He's going to take a lot of load off of Ramondre. All we have to do now is get a real quarterback under center, which hopefully Saturday against the Packers, Malik can finally start to show why he deserves to be QB number one. He's also getting first-team reps, even though it's limited. The more we see from him, the more Belichick's going to give him the nod at quarterback one. So, like I said, we're going to have one of the best rushing attacks in the NFL. We finally have a quarterback that can throw the ball. The throw that he made to Trey Nixon in the fourth quarter was the best throw. I've never seen Mac Jones throw that ball ever. like running to his side, throwing it on a dime. If only Trey Nixon could have caught the ball, it would have been a touchdown. Mac Jones has never made a pass like that in his entire career. He's holding this franchise back, and hopefully Belichick can finally realize that. That's why he smirked on the sidelines. But yeah, I think that the Patriots are in good hands right now with Malik Madness, and that's pretty much all I got to say.
Boys, wow. I love it. This is our Patriots. It's our Patriots team right here, baby. Listen, Zeke Elliott, it was surprising. It definitely was. But I'll tell you what, I think it's time to bring in the team everyone's been wanting to listen to. Over as the moderator here, because I got to get serious. I got to get serious right here. Hey, Richie, put me where I got to be.
You better believe it. Yes, sir.
There you go, baby.
Wow.
Listen, man.
It's
Yo,
time to
dude,
get after it, Danny boy. Come on now.
yo,
All right.
listen,
Well,
you
Dan,
think
I
I'm-
take over. You don't speak. I'm the moderator. Okay. I'm the moderator, Dan. You shush it. So we got the two Bills representatives with the finale, the last round of round number 1, baby. So, guys, get ready. We're going to put the poll up of who you guys felt like should move on to the next round after this take. So, Z-Bot, we're starting off with you, bro. Does Ezekiel Elliott make the New England Patriots a better team?
Well, the answer is a resounding yes by default because it doesn't take a whole lot to make the New England Patriots offense that much better in 2023. Last year, this was the 26th overall offense, and this was an offense that did indeed rank last in red zone efficiency. So you bring in a guy like Zeke, you expect to take that up a notch with a guy who is a specialty back in short yardage. But this offense in general for the New England Patriots is absolutely horrid. Like I just mentioned, 26th overall, but we keep talking about their run offense here like it's any good, but it isn't. And I'm actually kind of shocked by the numbers as well. I like Ramondre Stevenson, and he looked better than I thought the numbers reflected last year. But if you look at the New England Patriots running offense last year, 24th in the league in total rush yards, and they were 22nd in total attempts. So you bring in Ezekiel Elliott, and you immediately think that at the bare minimum, a rushing offense that probably seemed better than what it was simply because you look at what their passing offense is, you look at their defense, and by default, you immediately assume, well, they're a running offense. I think they'd like to be, and I think that they veered towards that direction mainly due to the lack of star power at the wide receiver position. But in reality, the statistics will tell you this is one of the weaker run offenses in the league and overall one of the weaker offenses. Now, luckily for the Patriots, they no longer have a defensive coordinator as their offensive coordinator. Bill O'Brien has taken over this year. They finally have some competency in that department. And thankfully for Mac Jones, he gets a fair shot, I think, this year at getting better, because last year it just felt like a waste of a year for him, and you could tell. And that really splintered the relationship between him and Belichick. But when you look at this offense with the addition of Zeke and Bill O'Brien, taking a look at the numbers, seeing that there is a ton of room for improvement towards the top, you have to imagine that if Ezekiel Elliott can not only contribute in the run game, but also in the short passing game, which the Patriots are also known for, by default, absolutely yes, Zeke makes the Patriots a better team in 23.
Boom. All right, Z-Bot, I didn't expect you to bring that much fire. Jeez, relax over there.
7 seconds to spare, baby. I love
Come
it.
on, it's a buzzer.
That was great. All right, Dan, how the hell are you going to stop what Z-Bot had to say? Go for it.
Hey, man, he's my teammate. It doesn't matter. His victories are my victories, baby. Let's get it.
All right, clock starts 5 seconds ago.
Now, oh, wow. Holy hell. That's a flag on the play. But anyway, let me go ahead and start off by saying this. The move for Ezekiel Elliott solidified the fact that the Dolphins are going to be finishing in the basement this year in 2023, because the Patriots are now going to be the third place finisher in the overall AFC East. Now, there's no question at all that organization had to be like doing some sort of self-sabotaging by putting Matt Patricia in charge of calling offensive plays last year. Now with Bill O'Brien, I think things are looking up for this organization. There's still a couple of problems, though, as far as the receiving weapons, right? I do like the addition of Gesicki. I still think Hunter Henry still has a little bit left in the tank, but Juju as your wide receiver number 1, please give me a break. How these guys are going to be effective is exactly what they ended up doing by adding to their backfield. I'm super high on Ramondre Stevenson. In fact, he's one of my highest targets when it comes down into running backs in fantasy this year. But then now you also get that power back in Ezekiel Elliott. Let's be honest with ourselves. Look at the overall roster from the New England Patriots. They're going to have to be a ground and pound sort of vanilla, boring-ass offense, but it's going to be effective. This is not only going to be putting up so many yards on the ground for them, but it's also going to give a lot of their receiving weapons, while there is a massive lack in star power, it's going to give them a bit more opportunity to get open and even be able to make some sort of contribution with that. I think Mac Jones is really going to welcome having two threats in the backfield. Dare I say the best running back duo in the AFC East as of now, until Dalvin Cook finally does end up getting signed. Now, I'm a huge advocate of the fact that I think that Zeke was a giant disappointment. He regressed tremendously after he got the bag down in Dallas. But I think that he ended up literally going to the one team, the only team that gives him a credible chance of reviving his career. I think he's going to be a goal line threat, and I think it's a strong possibility that New England might have two 1,000-yard backs. So the Bills are still going to kick your ass, though.
Whoa, what a way.
3 at the buzzer right there, Dan. 3 at the buzzer. Bang.
Yeah, let's get it going.
All right. Well, the poll is live.
All right.
You guys can vote.
Who had the best take? All right. Yeah. Okay, guys, this is how it is. We're bringing everybody in here. There's a lot of, oh man.
Where do we see the results getting tallied here? What am I missing?
So it's on the YouTube link. That's right now. We're gonna cut this off in. Let's have this up in a minute. All right. So far TD and Doug are winning. There's fucking A.
It's what we do.
That's what
we're gonna do this year with the Super Bowl.
Come on. You know to vote for it.
All right.
I think Jack had the best take at anybody.
And so I'm going to put a minute on the clock right now. And then once the clock is over, we're going to end it. And then, unfortunately, we're going to have to eliminate somebody and go on to the second round. Let's talk about it, baby.
Hold strong, baby.
We'll get into the
30
super chat
seconds
for
left.
now. Chris says, I've heard basements are cold and drafty. Grab a blanket, Tyson. Go Jets. Nice to meet you at Camp Richie, all the way from Virginia Beach. Shout out, Chris, man. Way to meet you as well. Grab your blanket, Patriots. That's what Chris says.
Kobe, you took a point that I forgot to mention. Zeke didn't have any fumbles in his last 300 carries.
Then that's what we look for, baby. That's what we look for.
And TD, why you attack me? What's going on?
When did I attack you?
Twice.
Oh, time is up.
Oh,
Richie,
you were talking crazy.
Richie, let's end the poll, baby. I'm going to do it right now. All right, gentlemen, after the first round, first place goes to TD and Doug.
That's what we do.
Enjoy it now, fellas. Enjoy that number one.
First of all, I just have to say something before we get to the poll results. Why is there only 182 of you guys participating in the poll when there's 367 people watching? We need everybody participating. Every vote counts.
And where the hell are the Bills fans? Because there's not nearly enough of them in here. Not nearly enough.
There's definitely not nearly enough. And then we had Richie and Jack falling into second place. Dan and Z-Bot. Yo, Z, we got to.
Moving on. It's all that matters. Survive in advance.
Unfortunately, we have our first elimination today. And that just so happens to be Opie and Tyson eliminated.
See you Wednesday.
Come on! It's all right. Hey, listen. Let's keep on going. This is good. But let me tell you what, guys. This question gets a bit more saucy. All right? Let's make it happen. All right? Second round. I think we're going to welcome in the Jets team first. Talk
again?
Yep. It's my show, baby. And so I'm trying to rig it so me and Z-Bot can win, baby. I love it. All right. That's round 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 3 teams remaining. Who is getting cut? Who's getting cut? Let's see what's up. Richie, let's go ahead and pull up the second question. Oh, man. This is delusion right here. Ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button so we can get some more people in here. But will Aaron Rodgers allow the Jets to live up to the hype, or will we see the good old Green Bay Packers Aaron Rodgers rear his ugly head? I'm going to make Richie go first. And let me put this timer up real fast, all right? 2 minutes. All right, and the clock starts now.
Anybody that is saying Aaron Rodgers is washed up and he's going to make this Jets team into a terrible organization, you're simply lying to yourself and you're simply projecting what you hope happens, because this man is 1 year removed from back-to-back MVPs. He still got it, baby. Aaron Rodgers is one of the greatest quarterbacks of this generation. And at 39 years old, people are trying to tell me, Richie, He's 39 years old. He's so old. Yeah, I know he's old. And I love that. He brings wisdom. He brings leadership. He brings holding his players accountable. He brings experience. I don't have to worry about a damn quarterback going back out there and seeing ghosts and not know where to throw the football. He knows where the ball needs to go. Not only do we have Aaron Rodgers, though, to help out this team, we have almost, I could predict, one of the best defenses in the league heading into this season based on what we're seeing already from training camp and in preseason early on. Top 5 defense last year. Pair up Aaron Rodgers with a top defense from last year. That is a recipe for success, baby. Now, the hype is real around the New York Jets, right? And as a Jets fan, I'm not used to this. I'm not used to everybody outside of our little Jets bubble hyping up the Jets team. Usually it's our little Jets bubble trying to convince ourselves that we're going to be good, even though reality, we know we're not going to be good. I'm not used to NFL Network, ESPN, everybody saying the Jets are actually a Super Bowl contender. What? That's crazy. Well, guess what? It's justified, because what was the reality last season? The Jets are a quarterback away. And what does that mean? That means that the Jets are so freaking good, but they just don't have a quarterback. Well, guess what they did? Oh, they just so happened to go get a future first ballot Hall of Fame quarterback who still got it, baby, in Aaron Rodgers. Now, I don't think Aaron Rodgers needs to be in MVP form to live up to this New York Jets hype. We don't need him to be a top 5 quarterback to win this division. We just need him to play Aaron Rodgers smart football. Don't turn the ball over. Oh, wait, it just so happens to have the greatest touchdown interception ratio of all time. Let's go, Aaron Rodgers. Be a top 10, top 15 quarterback this year. The New York Jets will make the playoffs.
Oh, with 2 seconds to spare. Damn. I love that. Bias, but I love it. Anyway, Jack, go ahead.
I mean, it still doesn't feel real when I wake up and realize that Aaron Rodgers is the quarterback of the New York Jets. He's by far the best quarterback that we've had in the history of our franchise. His presence elevates everybody around him, whether it's his teammates, coaches, the training staff, to the freaking guys that are selling beers and hot dogs at MetLife Stadium. Everybody's on their A game because Aaron Rodgers is in the building. And yes, he will 100% allow the Jets to live up to their hype. He is the hype. He is the hype. We have the best defense that he's ever played with as well. The last time Aaron Rodgers had a defense at the caliber that the New York Jets defense currently is, he won the Super Bowl. So if history is accurate, maybe that can happen again this year. But 100%, the answer is yes. Like I said, he elevates everybody around him. I don't think he's lost a step at all. Go watch the first episode of Hard Knocks, see what he does. Watch him sling the ball around like he's 25 years old. Watch him coaching up Zach Wilson. He's brought nothing but positive things to this franchise already, and he will continue to do so when he leads the Jets to victory over the rest of the teams in the AFC East this year. The Jets will be coming in first place in the AFC East, and it will be due to Aaron Rodgers. And I cannot wait. We will be there together, Dan, Monday Night Football, Week 1, to watch your Bills get creamed in Jersey, and I couldn't be more excited. And it's going to be the Aaron Rodgers show from Week 1 to Week 17 and 18 and beyond, and deep into the postseason and into the first week of February. So, yes, absolutely, he will allow the Jets to live up to the hype. He's got amazing players around him. He's got an amazing defense. We gave him the keys to the kingdom, and he's the man. So, yes, there you go. Boom, I'm done.
Oh, man. With 5 seconds to spare, I got something for you, Jack, my turn. But anyway, thanks, Jets. Thanks, Jets. Guys, as noticed, we are in the second right now. The question, of course, being, will Aaron Rodgers allow the Jets to live up to the hype? We heard a very biased take from the New York Jets. And ladies and gentlemen, please do not just vote for your favorite personalities. Vote for who gives the best take. So by spoiler alert, these two should automatically be eliminated this next round just based off of the slander that we just heard. However, let's go on ahead and, speaking of, objective football takes, all right? Objective football takes. Let's bring in TD Finstock and Doug. All right? That's what I'm talking about. Boys.
I'm ready for this one.
Let's go,
I'm
baby.
Oh, dude.
You want it first or you want me to hit it
first?
Doug?
Oh, man. People are about to get roasted.
You want first, Doug, or you want me to get him?
Oh, let me go first.
I got you.
Okay. All right. Doug. Oh, man. He's ready to bring this heat. Go.
So the hype, right? The hype I'm hearing, mind you, I live in New Jersey. The New Jersey Jets are not that far from me, and all I hear, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl. So you're telling me a quarterback who hasn't been to the Super Bowl in how long is going to take the Jets to the Super Bowl? when he had better teams with the Green Bay Packers. Oh, I'm just getting started. I'm just getting started with this one. And then we talk about that Jets defense. That padded Jets defense that faced nothing but backup quarterbacks and third stringers. You trickled in a little, a little Aaron Rodgers beat up, who barely beat the Dolphins. A concussion had to help him beat. And then you beat Josh Allen, but Josh Allen plays like trash. He throws to the other team all the time. So we're going to talk about that defense. Oh, I want to remind you of somebody else. Do you remember this guy? Do you remember this guy? Let me remember. Aaron Rodgers gets drafted, sits for 3 years. Brett Favre gets kicked out of Green Bay, decides to go to the Jets. He sucked. Jordan Love gets drafted, sits for 3 years. They kick Aaron Rodgers out of Green Bay. Where does he go? Oh, also, TD, let me have you chime in on this. In 2008, who won that division? Do you know who won the division?
Yours truly.
The Miami
Dolphins. Yours truly.
So is Aaron Rodgers going to take the Jets to the Super Bowl this year? Because that's the hype. That's the hype. Big fat no. Will they get to the playoffs? Sure. They'll make the playoffs. They ain't getting to the Super Bowl.
Dude, that was done. Wow.
How am I going to sit backstage here and not like?
No, he got to go. He got to go. He got to go.
Say
no,
factual nuts.
No, he's cheating.
Kick him out. All right. Hey, man. Hey, bro, this is y'all's turn. This is y'all's turn, baby. All right. TD, I think this is going to be pretty tough for you to beat Doug.
Hey, baby, we here. We ready.
2 minutes. Go.
Listen, thank you, Doug. Will Aaron Rodgers allow the Jets to live up to the what? Hype. What is the hype? It ain't nothing but the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. This man don't even remember what a Super Bowl is in his old age. At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, the hype is the Super Bowl, and that's what you all need to understand. Aaron Rodgers will not allow them to live up to the hype because y'all are overlooking the fact that he's not going to determine if they go to the Super Bowl or not. That offensive line, if it can stay healthy, is going to determine it. That running game, if it can stay healthy, is going to determine it. Y'all living in this delusional land thinking that it's just Aaron Rodgers. Newsflash, Aaron Rodgers was not the only missing piece last year. Is he a big piece? I'd concede yes, but he wasn't the only one. That O-line, as long as you have questions on whether they can stay healthy or not, whether you're going to have the run game, and that defense, thank you, Doug, for bringing up the fact that you played nobody but scrubs. You want to bring up our quarterback, Skyler, twice. Literally, you and Mac Jones. Josh Allen, we all already know that's an easy one.
Come on,
come on. Bro, y'all have a lot to prove, just like every team in this division this year, because last year was a fluke for all of us because we all didn't play great competition. We all didn't play great competition last year. So this year, and look at what y'all did last year. Look at what you did. Oh, but we didn't have Aaron Rodgers. Them no-look passes ain't finna get him nowhere this offseason. Listen, hear me and hear me clearly, ladies and gentlemen. Aaron Rodgers is as good as Josh Allen. Trash. In the discussion.
That is, wow. You know what? I mean, never count out TD for throwing in some Josh Allen slander. But guys, listen, there's an absolute rule change. There's a rule change going in. From now on, the next poll that comes up is not who you think has the best take, but the poll is going to be who you want to see eliminated. You're going to be voting on who gets eliminated this next round, ladies and gentlemen. It's not going to be who you thought of the best take. It's who you want to be eliminated. That's what the new poll is. Richie, you got that? Let's write that down.
I got that, man. So just a reminder, folks, the next poll after these gentlemen give their takes, you're going to vote on who should be eliminated, who should not advance. So therefore, you don't vote for the people that you want to advance. You vote for the person who had the worst take, or sorry, not the person, the duo that had the worst
duo
take.
That had the worst takes eliminated. All right, Richie. All right, Mod, you take it over, baby.
But I can't sit here and just let not facts just be spewed and not rebuttal. That's really hard to do.
Hey, this is a game show, bro. This is a game show.
There's a difference between facts and just lies. And I can't stand the lies, Dan. I just can't take it. But we'll get into that later on. So, Z-Bot, we're going to start off with you, my friend. Will Aaron Rodgers allow the Jets to live up to the hype? The clock starts now.
Well, let me just preface this getting into it. I think the New York Jets are an incredibly talented team, but more importantly than that, they're an incredibly young and talented team. They are going nowhere anytime soon. These New York Jets beat the Buffalo Bills last year with Zach Wilson based on stout defense alone, and they are 100% a quarterback away from being a competitive team, a team that's going to compete for the playoffs. That is exactly what they are going to do this season. But the question is, will Aaron Rodgers allow the Jets to live up to the hype? And the answer is absolutely not. And take it from me, a Bills fan who experienced this last year. The Bills hype was way too high, and we all believed it, and we all thought they'd live up to it. And guess what happened? They didn't even show up in the playoffs against the Cincinnati Bengals. When your hype is that high, it is impossible for you to be satisfied at the end of the year. I'm telling you right now, set your expectations to something achievable, because what they're at right now, it certainly isn't. Rodgers is a phenomenal first ballot quarterback, no question about it. Instantly makes these New York Jets better, 100%. But they are being anointed as a 13-4 type team walking to the Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers comes into this team off of last year being 11th in total yards, 24th in yards per attempt, less passing touchdowns than two quarterbacks in his division, both Goff and Kirk Cousins, and he was 26th in QBR. He's a phenomenal quarterback, but he comes in with this hype that has him riding a high that I don't know if we are going to be able to see at a new team. He's also playing behind now the 23rd offensive line in the league. The Packers had the 8th last year, and they still finished 8-9. Not to mention their schedule. The first 6 out of 8 games for them are against playoff teams. This goes for every AFC team. It is a gauntlet. It is unbelievable the schedules all of these teams have to face. And to assume a Jets team who hasn't been to the playoffs in a decade, the longest drought in the NFL, to get to this hype, it's impossible to achieve it.
All right. Well, can't say it was a good take, but great job, Z-Bot. Dan, you're up right away without wasting any time. You're on the clock.
So really just echoing my guy, I do want to put out a couple of things here. Number one, you have Aaron Rodgers being introduced to an entire new personnel set. Sure, you have Lazard in there. Sure, you have some familiar faces. Sure, you have, your new offensive coordinator in Nathaniel Hackett, who completely dismantled the Denver Broncos organization. I look forward to him doing that to the New York Jets as well. I really, really do. But here's the thing. I'm not anticipating Aaron Rodgers to see a lot of snaps during the preseason. So thinking that he's going to start off hot, especially as Z-Bot was saying, that their first couple of games in the schedule is absolutely a gauntlet. Their gauntlet begins at the worst possible time. When you have not only a new offensive coordinator in the mix, you have a brand new quarterback, and then you have a bunch of very youthful weapons that need to get used to like full game speed Aaron Rodgers. It's going to take some time. It's definitely going to take some time. I foresee the New York Jets really struggling at the beginning of the season as Aaron Rodgers tends to get acclimated with that new offense and vice versa, how his new weapons sort of get to that stage. Now, don't get me wrong. I have nothing but the utmost respect for the New York Jets. I do have them as a playoff team. I see them making the wild card as the second seed, but to go in there and literally to turn this team into a unanimous Super Bowl favorite, considering the schedule and considering all of the other things that were just outlined during that conversation, I think it's absolutely crazy. I think the Jets are going to catch fire when they need to so that they can end up making a run in November and December football, which quite frankly is the most important time to give your highest performance. But as far as a Super Bowl victory with that schedule and the fact that Aaron Rodgers is going to need some time to really get ready and get moving within this offense, I mean, I see an improvement, but really to go on ahead and say that this team is a unanimous Super Bowl contender, we'll see you in Vegas in February, is absolutely outlandish. So, no.
Who the hell is saying that? That's what I want to know. Are you just making that up?
Everybody. It just feels like everybody.
Unanimous? Now you're over-exaggerating. You're not saying
the
that.
glazathon, bro. The glazathon is going in. Anyway, guys, listen, as of right now, we have the poll up. And as I said, you need to vote for the team you want to see eliminated. Oh, man. Now, listen, I will say that I did notice that, I did want me and Z-Bot to go to the finals. So I said, how can I ensure that? So I said, now it's going to be voted on who you want to see eliminated.
All right. So vote for who you guys want to see eliminated. And first of all, Mr. Doug over there, I just got to say something. Brett Favre was
Richie
8-3
skewing the vote.
with the New York Jets.
Richie skewing the vote.
8-3 with the New York Jets. And then he got hurt. And then they lost the rest of the games for the season. Then the Dolphins won. So that Brett Favre comparison makes no sense.
So I'll tell you what, while this is going on,
Brett Favre was a good quarterback with the Jets. So let's hope it doesn't replicate it and Rodgers stays healthy.
Yeah, while this is going on, let's read these super chats. We're going to give you guys another minute to put your votes in. It's a neck and neck tie between Richie and TD. It's pretty close. It's pretty close. Get your votes in, guys. Who gets
They voting opposite. They're voting opposite. They think it's
Remember,
too late.
vote for who you want to be eliminated.
It's too late. They've already voted.
Eliminated, baby. I absolutely love it. We have DF Forever coming in and saying, TD, you put Josh Allen in tier 2. Great. And Tua in tier 4, above average, in your own QB tiers. Were you delusional then, 4 months ago, or now? Ooh.
Well, anytime I have Josh Allen above tier 8, I'm delusional.
Oh, my God. All right, next up. Who's on the crowd? Thank you so much, DF Forever. We appreciate the love. We really do. What's up, sweetheart? So I'll see you soon. We're almost finishing up. Sorry, y'all.
Whoa, man.
Junio Rudy. Jets would have been 11-7 with an average offense. Hashtag facts. I don't know about that. Anyway, let's continue.
11 Jets are sabotaging us.
Jets fan from Indy. Richie and Jack, let them know the Jets taking over. Let's go take flight. Jets. I'm not saying the rest of that. And Favre was 8-3 before he got hurt. Oh man.
Still got hurt.
Oh man, Doug, you ended up hurting the
Still
feelings.
got hurt. And then what happened after he got hurt?
Lost every game.
And then one last super chat. And, oh man, this is tough. All right, and then the AFC North filling up those wild card spots. Is it the division title or nothing for all of us? Aaron Icarus Rodgers flying too close to us. Done. Guys, let's go ahead and close this poll. Who's eliminated?
Hold on. We got 3 more super chats to get through.
3 more. Oh, man. Hey, y'all, listen, if you haven't voted, we're voting on the team getting eliminated. Who is it? Awesome LA. And so maybe I'm a realist, but when did we ever say we're going to the Super Bowl? Get the F out of here.
That's
Chill
all
out,
I hear.
Awesome LA. There's no profanity. This is a family channel, dog. Hector.
Hey, and by the way, awesome LA, it's the outside saying it, not us. Let the outside talk. Let us take care of our
Hey,
business.
it's your radio station too, man.
Hector Cabrera. Delusional as Tua and cripple Miami Dolphins. Go Jets all the way.
We win in the Super
Represented,
Bowl.
baby.
Super Bowl, baby.
Last one.
Tennessee Heisman is saying, I bet if we got Carr, everybody would be saying that we should have got Rodgers. Oh, yeah, and the Dolphins did what with Dan Marino?
And what did the Jets do with how many quarterbacks?
Well, we don't have a quarterback.
I absolutely love it. Well, guys,
I do want to give before. I think Dan, we could give. I just thought of this on the fly.
Yo, listen, Richie, you're stalling because you know that you're about to get eliminated, bro.
All right, I ended the poll, but I feel like Colby and Tyson can give their little thoughts since like they were not involved in it, and they're a little behind the stage. What do you think of that?
Which part?
Like who do you think?
The take?
Yeah, just like in a brief summary, like who had the best team?
Yeah, y'all don't gotta give me 2 minutes. You can even give me 30 seconds. Look, so I think that Aaron Rodgers is still gonna be a good quarterback. How many MVPs has he won the last 5-6 years? I think that last year he was checked out. He lost his wide receiver 1, and truthfully, I do believe, and I don't know how you guys feel with the whole, you guys are the Jets experts here, but I remember him going into that darkness retreat, coming out. Supposedly, he was thinking about retiring. He was good to retire, and then finds out that behind his back in this darkness retreat, he was going to get traded to the Jets and said, you know what? You're not going to let me have a say in it. Then I'm going to show you what you're missing out on after you disrespected me. So I think a motivated Aaron Rodgers is a tough battle. But again, how's he going to work in with all of these different factors, with a new team, new coordinator, all those different factors? So it's an uphill battle, but I think a motivated Aaron Rodgers is kind of like a motivated Tom Brady.
Respected. Tyson, anything you want to mention before we move on to the final round?
Yeah, so I want to be honest. I actually had you guys on mute because on NFL Network, they were showing the replay of the Patriots and Texans, and I had to put Malik Madness on repeat for the last 15 minutes. So I don't really know what happened. All I know is that my new franchise quarterback was scoring touchdowns. So.
And then he's
all right. Well, let's get into the poll then, because
It appears that TD and Doug's day is over.
They cheated us.
Into the shadow realm.
They cheated us.
Hey,
Bye.
I was
Y'all
too
lucky
saucy. That's right.
Lucky I ain't gonna be lucky. I ain't in the next topic because that's the one I was gonna get you bad, Richie.
You
man. Well,
you
I
wish.
Too
look forward to
saucy.
your take on it.
Sauce it up.
That's for sure. Richie, hey, damn, you know what? In fact, I think maybe TD should be the moderator here, right? Especially since it's the final.
Yeah, let's have TD to be the moderator.
Yeah, we're gonna have TD be the moderator for this final question. 2 minutes apiece, TD.
I got to say, though, boys, now that it's just the Bills and the Jets, boys, I cannot wait to link up for week 1 at
Let's
Yes,
go.
he's coming.
Let's
Yo.
go.
Wait.
Let's go.
Dude, I don't think I've ever been this excited for a game. I am.
Wait, you're coming? You're
Likewise,
coming?
man.
He is
I'm there.
coming. He's making a guest appearance,
I am
baby.
in that bitch. I
Let's
cannot
go,
wait.
bro. I feel so bad for you that you're gonna be there, but I can't wait to meet you, bro.
All right. Let's see who's going
Hold on,
to
let me just
win.
say this, PD. Collectively, we should feel bad for ourselves because it's the worst tailgate in the league at MetLife. So
Well,
I hope
not
we can.
this-
Oh,
Hey,
stop
Gotham
it.
City,
Stop
bro, that's
it.
disrespect.
Stop it.
Hey, we're going to a
Stop it.
sick tailgate party hosted by Gotham City.
That's what I'm saying. We got to bring some life to it, and that's no offense to you guys. I think it's completely due to the fact that it is on the side of a highway in a gigantic parking lot. It takes 2 hours to get in and out of. So that's my only gripe with it.
Yeah, I mean, Bills Mafia does do it different. I'll give you that. Okay?
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? We kind of set the bar a little too high. You go anywhere else and you get disappointed.
All right, let's go. Let's start talking about these trash tailgates from both teams. But listen, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little jealous, because I know me and Doug, we had the best takes, but we're no longer up there because the Patriots fans voted us out. But listen, we're about to find out who's going to actually win the very first game ever played on the AFC East Roundtable. We have the Buffalo Bills and the New Jersey or New York.
Yes,
which
TD.
Enough.
Orchard Park Bills. They don't play in Buffalo. They play in Orchard Park. Okay.
Well, they got a good point there too.
Same
And the
thing.
Jets, ladies and gentlemen. So hold your votes. Give them time to give their takes. 2 minutes apiece. You know the rules. We have one final topic. This is a good one. That's why I'm jealous I'm not a part of this one. Go ahead. Let's put her up. And we're going to, matter of fact, I'm going to flip a coin to see who go first.
Oh,
I like that.
Oh, I think I know why you're saying that.
Josh Allen, what do you call heads or tails?
oh, fuck off.
Just call whatever the opposite was he called in the Chiefs game and give us that.
Heads.
All right. Richie, the Jets win. Josh Allen lost another coin flip.
All right, so we get to choose. We get to choose right what we want.
Yeah.
We're gonna defer.
Defer.
like it.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna defer.
Jack,
Okay.
Jack, do you agree with that? Would you like to defer for let them
Yeah.
go first?
I agree. I think we've been getting screwed over going first this whole time, quite frankly. So, yeah, have at
let's
it.
do it.
Hey, you know
All
what?
right.
Work.
Since the Jets defer, Buffalo will get the ball first. Do you want 18 seconds or 13?
Oh my God. Well, Mahomes isn't here.
Just
So
round going.
whatever.
Just round go.
Y'all should have made me the host, baby. All right, let's go. Here we go. Buffalo, you are about to be on the clock. You have 10 minutes. Let me pull up my timer. 2 minutes. I said 10.
Damn, I was gonna
Damn,
say
I was like, damn, son, what?
more than that, PD.
All right. And who's first? Zebot or Dan?
Me, I'll go first.
And
I'm gonna-
TD, do you want to just explain this question? Like, what does this mean? Like, what do you think this question means?
Is the AFC East the 2022 AFC West? Last year, the Broncos, Chiefs, Raiders, and Chargers. Do you think the 2023 AFC East is going to be just like the 2022 AFC West? We're going to get these guys' thoughts right here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, Dan Mitchell.
So I'm going to start this off by saying, yes, the answer is the AFC East is going to be the 2022 AFC West for a couple of reasons. Now, when it comes down to it, I believe that a strong organization is built off of continuity, whether or not that it's personnel and then also coaching staff right here and there. When you look at all of the competitors in this league as of right now, you have the Jets and you have the Dolphins. Both of those organizations are really attempting to bring in a lot of very, very new pieces that need time to get implemented as the season goes along. The Buffalo Bills, not so much. We have the vast majority of our personnel that came back from last year, plus some very slept on additions during this offseason. And Poona Ford, Leonard Floyd. I could keep on going on. But that continuity is so important here. The Dolphins literally have to take a little bit of time to get used to this Fangio defense. They just ended up losing out on their best corner. They didn't address their offensive line whatsoever when they should have, since Tua clearly needs some help in the overall protection scheme of this. So they're going to be running into a lot of issues. Legitimately, when it comes down into one of the hardest schedules, the AFC East collectively has the hardest schedule out of every single division. That's them. Then you go over to the New York Jets. All right. You have a brand new quarterback that needs to get acclimated into the system. A brand new coordinator that goes into it as well. There's too many question marks. There's too many things that have a what if scenario. We're all talking about, hey, both of these organizations need to prove something, that they can hit the ground running with some very integral new pieces, whether or not that is coaching staff or personnel. What the Buffalo Bills have over everybody in this division is continuity on a coaching staff basis and the core players that we have at our disposal. So while I see several of these teams being competitive, I see a lot of double-digit wins. It's going to be the Buffalo Bills. Everyone is so happy about the Jets, the Dolphins. Oh, this is going to be the year. This is going to be the year they're going to take the Buffalo Bills crown. Not happening. Not happening. This AFC East is the 2022 AFC West.
All right, Dan. Ooh, good job, man. Z-Bot, you're about to be on the clock, baby. You ready?
Do it. Yes, sir.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think they're like eerily similar, and you can boil it down to an incredible amount of reasons why. It's almost like looking in a mirror when it comes to these two divisions from this point last year to this point this year. If you remember going into last year with the addition of Russell Wilson going to the Broncos, the hype around the AFC West from everybody, including myself, was through the roof. I thought that every single one of those games was going to be must-see TV. So did the NFL, because they gave the Broncos an infinite amount of primetime games, and they became one of the most unwatchable teams in the league last year. But the hype was real. And if you talk to anybody this year going into the AFC, everybody's talking about the AFC East, because, of course, you got the Bills. Now the addition of Aaron Rodgers, which everyone's talking about. Miami, who is right there, in my opinion. And then, Bill Belichick's still coaching. And as long as he's still there, they're going to be relevant. But here's where I see the similarities, because I think if you tier out all four teams, the similarities between one team to the other in the AFC West is identical. So you look at the Bills and the Chiefs, right? Super Bowl contenders, top of the division. Those are the teams that the three others underneath of them are chasing to be, to pass, and eventually to overcome, right? That's why everybody's doing all these additions throughout the offseason here. They're working towards getting towards the top. The Bills and the Chiefs currently there. Dolphins and the Chargers at the number 2 spot, in my opinion, they're very, very similar teams. You got Tua and Herbert in the same draft class. You have two young coaches on both of those teams. You have two really good wide receiver cores. And you have two teams that I think are right there. They're right on the cusp. They're playoff teams, and they are right there, within an inch or two away from making a move or so to be able to really propel themselves into a top-tier contender. So those two are at the 2 spot, in my opinion. Number 3, Jets, Broncos, new quarterback addition, obviously, so we'll see how that pans out, but the hype is crazy like it was for the Broncos last year. And then the Patriots, Raiders, just the clear bottom feeders, but two teams you never want to overlook because they can sneak up on you.
And good job, Z-Bot, catching the clock. The Buffalo Bills have given their official takes. Now we're going to go with the Jets. Who's going to go first, fellas?
What you want, Jack? You want to go first? You want me to go?
I'll go first.
Cool.
All right. And let the games begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm happy that it is the Jets and the Bills here at the end. The real two contenders in this division are battling it out in the end, like we will be battling it out for the division, unlike the sorry-ass Dolphins and the sorry-ass New England Patriots. But I do think, in a way, yes, we will be the AFC West, but also no. I think that I don't see any team in this division having a 5-win season or even a 6-win season like the Broncos and the Raiders respectively had last year. I think this is probably going to be the tightest division in football. I definitely obviously think it's between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets to come out on top. I think Miami has a great team, but still a big question mark at the quarterback position. And I agree with you, Z-Bot. As long as Bill Belichick is still coaching in New England, you really can't ever count them out. I do think that, obviously there's an incredible amount of hype around the AFC East, as there should be, with the addition of Aaron Rodgers and how good the Buffalo Bills have become in the last couple of years. The Patriots being the Patriots. And like I said, the Dolphins have a very, very solid roster all around, outside of Tua, who's just unbelievably trashed. But yeah, I think, if I was to predict, I would go, if I was to match it up exactly with the AFC West, I would go the Dolphins are going to be in last, like the Broncos. I'll put the Patriots finishing third. The Chargers went 10-7 last year. I feel like that's realistic for the Bills this season. I'll give them second. And then the Jets, 13 or 14 wins at the top, just like the Kansas City Chiefs. So in a way, I do think it could shake out like last year's AFC West, but very differently than my Buffalo Bills companions think so. But yeah, Jets on top, baby. JTS, Jets.
Jets didn't get in there. It didn't make the record because he was overtime. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Richie, what we're going to do right now, we're going to put the poll up. If anybody's backstage, Richie, you can let them back. We're going to put –
No, I can – what are you talking about?
Richie didn't give his take.
Oh, I mean, did we really need to hear it? No, I'm just playing. I forgot you didn't give it.
D.
5,
Got to bring that
4,
fuego.
3. No, Jack was saying all kind of ridiculous stuff about.
I had to get you back, man. I had to get you back. You're
off.
talking so much crazy this whole time, man. Come on.
One thing as well, Dolphins fans, remember, do you really want?
Hey! You're done. Whoa, we gotta mute him.
No, Richie, you skewed the vote, Richie. You skewed the vote in the second round, so Dan can say what he wants. Anyway, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, so I'm going to be very objective here, and I'm going to give you a realistic standpoint right here. So, is the AFC East going to be the AFC West? The answer is no, because this division is the best division in football, and they're going to live up to the hype. I honestly believe that this AFC East has an opportunity to have 3, or should I say 4 representatives in the playoffs. May not happen, but I think the Miami Dolphins are right up there to make the playoffs. I think the Buffalo Bills are definitely going to make the playoffs. I think the New York Jets are, and I think the New England Patriots are going to be in there at the end. And if you look at the division of the AFC West last year, the Broncos are 5-12. I don't see anybody in this division going 5-12. The Raiders were 6-11. I don't see anybody in this division going 6-11. The Chargers were 10-7. The Chiefs were 14-3. I see whoever comes in last place, I think is 8-9. Or 9-8. I think this division is that good. And that's credit to the Miami Dolphins. That's credit to the New England Patriots and the Bills and the Jets. I don't know who's going to win the division. I'm rooting for the Jets to win the damn division. But I really do believe that the hype for this division is warranted. The Miami Dolphins made significant upgrades by bringing in Vic Fangio. Their defense was a mess at the end of the season last year. And I think that coaching staff with that defense is going to make them even better. Obviously the Ramsey injury doesn't help. If Tua Tagovailoa stays healthy, I think that's the only thing holding that Dolphins team back. If he's healthy, that offense with Mike McDaniel, they're going to do a lot of great things. The New England Patriots really slept on team. There's no way they're losing less than 7 games in my eyes. The Buffalo Bills are the 3-time division champs. They're going to be the team that we all have to get through. And the New York Jets, I think they're going to live up to the hype. So the answer is no, simply. I think this division is going to be very, very tight, and it's a credit to how good every single team is in this division.
All right, you still have 15 seconds. Good job, Richie. All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You have heard from all 4 gentlemen. It's time to find out who's actually going to win the first show ever on the AFC East Roundtable. Who wins? That's what you're voting on. Who do you have winning this matchup?
Dolphins
Put your vote in now. Right now, while we're waiting on the winner.
Cooked, Dan. Cooked.
Whoa, wow. Dalvin Cook's a Jet. Wait, Dalvin Cook's a Jet.
No, he's not.
What?
No, he's not.
Breaking news, Dalvin Cook's a Jet.
No, he's not.
I'm serious. 100% Dalvin Cook is a Jet.
Richie
All
Richie
right, guys, you vote. I got to end the stream. I got to go live later.
Yo, let's
Richie
go.
trolling, man.
Vote.
Oh,
Let's
my God.
go.
What a shit day. What a shit day.
Adam
Oh,
Schefter, baby.
baby. What up, Dolphins?
Oh,
Miami, right? Yeah, you go to Miami. Oh, my God.
How about you guys are going to win it and then walk off? That's your reward as you walk off. That's a pretty damn good ending.
Oh, my gosh. He really is telling the truth.
Jet,
It's
baby.
the Jets world, and you guys are all just a squirrel trying to get a nut,
It
baby.
ain't no problem.
What are your?
Let's bring everybody back in.
We're stacking up, baby. We're stacking up.
Just taking away touches from Breece Hall. That's all you're doing. That's all you're doing.
Guys,
Fine
listen,
with me.
That's fine, baby. That's fine, baby. Let's go.
What a day for the AFC East, huh?
Crazy, man.
Dalvin
Wow.
Cook is a Jet.
This
Couple
division
of
is about to
recent
be
legends,
insane.
right? The running back.
Oh my gosh! Wait, this is craziness. I'm like
What's
trying
up,
to report.
TD?
This is my job.
TD, how you feeling over there, man? Was that a scream of rage and sorrow?
And they paid him $8.6 million.
Yeah, I don't even see any of the
Yeah,
details.
he's just excited the Dolphins are going to get a better draft pick. Is all. I think that was a scream of excitement right there.
All right, I'll give you that.
Wait, no, he's buried in. He's buried deep in.
Yeah, he's
PD,
buried.
come on, it's not that big a deal. It's okay.
Oh my God! Wait, I'm sorry. I'm trying to tweet this out. I'm like bugging out right now. Let's bring in everybody, whoever's backstage. There's no one here besides our Pats representatives.
You're welcome for that, Richie. He's signed because Zeke signed, so you're welcome.
He did. It was because
Dolphins
of
are
Zeke.
finishing
ball
last in the division.
Who is y'all?
Got the ball rolling for you.
Who is y'all?
That shit funny to me.
Who's y'all? Who finishing last?
You.
All right.
Man, Dalvin Cook don't move the needle for us
All
finishing
right.
last.
Over. It's over.
Well, ladies and
It's
gentlemen,
over.
we had some breaking news. Definitely a giant round of applause to Richie and Jack for becoming the first winners of AFC East SmackDown.
Enjoy it, fellas.
Winning the game show, and then, oh man, listen, if I'm a bottle of lotion and some tissues, I feel bad if I'm located right now, baby. I'll tell you that. Hey, but hey, man, wild things. Congratulations to each and every single one of you for
Jets
participating.
fans, we're about to go live, baby. Get ready for a Jets media live stream. Oh, baby. I had this, by the way, I made this live stream 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, breaking news, Dalvin Cook is a Jet. But
that
2 weeks
timing is great, incredible for the show.
Unreal.
It's
Right as you guys
ridiculous.
win it, too. I mean, that was incredible.
Wait, we won
No.
the game show? I didn't even realize.
You
I
did
won,
it.
Rich.
We won the game show, Jack. Give us the chip.
Yo.
What do we win?
Zoom in on TD. He's so bad. He's so
Oh man.
Oh man, he can't hold it in.
Man, get me out the screen.
Do the Jets have the best roster in the division?
No.
Yeah, baby.
No.
He's washed. He's washed.
We'll find a way to
I
score.
ain't watched.
I ain't winning no
Watched,
14
duh.
games.
Hey, yeah, we didn't even want him, bro. We good.
He's washed.
I thought Richie was trolling, man. Gosh.
Yeah, you thought I was too.
Oh, it's going to be a hell of a year. I mean, it just keeps getting better and better and better.
Holy shit.
Unbelievable.
Now, do you know what's crazy? I saw the chat saying Dalvin Cook Jets, Dalvin Cook Jets, and like
One
not
year,
one person said it.
8.6
Like
million.
many people were spamming Dalvin Cook Jets, and I'm like, okay, is this serious? And then I went to Twitter and I saw it.
Wow.
This is good. Guys, listen, thank you so much for tuning in to the first edition of the AFC SmackDown with some crazy breaking news that happened live on air.
Holy
Let's
shit!
go around the table. Let's get our final thoughts on whatever the hell that we want to talk about. Starting off with my boy Kobe at Pat's Global.
So what do we break down? Just say anything?
Say anything you want to, bro. Closing remarks.
Anything I want. Look, you know what? It's crazy how much people are going to sleep on the Patriots. This 5-win mark and all this BS is absolutely insane. And I'm sorry, you don't know football. You have not watched football. You are a casual fan of football who was born a few years ago, who listens to their daddy ranting when he drinks a little bit too much. If you think the Patriots are only going to win 5 games. They have a tough schedule, and Bill Belichick should not be the general manager, but he's still the best damn coach of all time, and you know he's going to find ways to scheme it up. There's some question marks for sure, but with his job in question, his job on the line, and Robert Kraft coming out, vocally speaking the last couple of years, especially this offseason, saying how he's not happy this team has been to the playoffs once since Brady left and won 0 games since Brady left. 0 games since winning Super Bowl 53. Let me tell you, Belichick is going to come out guns a-blazing and is at least going to be making the playoffs. I put money on it via BetUS that the New England Patriots are going to make the playoffs. And Mac Jones is extremely underrated, and all of y'all casual fans are going to see what I've been talking about when he is a fringe statistical top 10 quarterback. Not top 10, but fringe top 10 quarterback. So just watch and remember this. Pin this so that you can come back when I'm right.
I love it. I love it.
Bringing the fire right there, Cole.
Hey Dan, let's start receipts for Patch Global now, like y'all did with me.
No, that's just the TD receipts in my Discord. If anyone doesn't join my Discord, and if you see TD being delusional, just screen record it and put it in my Discord. It's been great. Tyson, what you got for us, man?
Yeah, I will say this, that the Dolphins are finishing last in the division now. I think it's official. They've literally made one move, and that one move is hurt. It won't come back until Christmas. That's literally the only move they've made. I think the entire Patriots season is going to come down to Saturday. Whether Malik Cunningham is the real deal is I hope so. You know what I'm saying? It's not a foregone conclusion, but he's the only player that can save our season right now, because Mac Jones is going to get us 5 wins. The sooner he's gone, the better. But we'll see. Like I said, pretty much Zappy Fever is dead. It's Malik Madness time. Finally, we have some hope. Ezekiel Elliott, I love that signing, but it really is going to depend on the quarterback play for this team. And everything that Mac Jones has showed me since the beginning of his career, he's not that dude. There's a reason why nobody rates him. So with that being said, we'll see you Saturday. Actually, see you Wednesday, where I can speak a little bit more about the next Lamar Jackson, Michael Vick 2.0, Malik Cunningham. He's gonna future Hall of Famer. Canton already ready. I'm looking for his jersey as we speak. We're still not sure what number he's actually gonna have when he makes the team, but we'll see what happens, man. I've never been this excited for a Patriots season since I guess since Tom Brady. His last season here, but I'm glad that Patriots fans, starting to actually see what a real quarterback looks like. They can actually move the ball down the field, and as bad as the offensive line has been, we actually have a quarterback that can, maneuver around a terrible offensive line, because Mac Jones sure as hell can't do that. So, I'll see you guys Wednesday. Peace.
Richie, what you got, man?
I don't know. Dalvin Cook's a Jet, and I'm setting up my stream, so catch me there.
Jack, what you got?
I just want to say thank you guys for having me. It's been a pleasure hanging out and getting to talk a little trash and shoot the shit with you guys. And it's just an amazing time to be a fan of pretty much any AFC East team, man. All 4 of these teams are going to be competing for the postseason. And, what more can you ask for as a football fan? So we're getting ready for a fun year. I'll see some of you guys week 1, Monday night football, MetLife Stadium.
Whoa.
Couldn't be more hyped for that, baby. So, thank you guys for having me, and it was a lot of fun, and I hope to do it again soon.
Let's talk about it. Z-Bot, what's up, brother?
No doubt, this was great. This was exactly what I thought it'd be and more, and I can't wait to keep doing it. Always a blast, and getting to listen to Master at Work, just in detail, let us know the future of the Patriots. Every time I come on, it's the least thing I always expect, but I know something's coming. Wasn't expecting what we got tonight, and it just never fails to make my day. So I'm going live actually though myself. What time is it? 45 minutes from now, recap Bills Colts, talk about what we saw there. And man, talk about 2 new additions to the AFC East that I had no idea we were going to be talking about until about an hour ago. And now the new one about 10 minutes ago. So over at the Buffalo Fanatics YouTube channel, 8 p.m. And we'll see you there.
So definitely go show some love over to Z-Bot at Buffalo Fanatics. They do a great job over there. Great job covering the Bills. One of my favorite shows on YouTube. TD is over there in the depression den. What's going on with you, pal?
I'm just fine.
Oh, yeah?
No, where's the energy?
Let's wrap this up.
I'm saving it for when I go live. When I go live in a few minutes.
Oh, I'm gonna be tuning in.
Thank you.
Hey, you ain't welcome to my stream. None of y'all welcome to my stream.
I'm gonna put you on the big screen.
Hey man, we finna get out of here. Thank y'all for tuning in to the AFC East Roundtable. The Sorry Jets won twice tonight.
Get used to that.
Let's go,
listen,
baby.
Congrats.
From now on, like, just to make this interesting, the polls are going to always switch. Like, we're either going to put the vote up for who you think needs to be eliminated or who wins. So that way we can actually make it interesting and more teams can, whatever. It's going to be a curveball. Love the show, guys. Hit that like button, subscribe. We're trying to get to 10K before the season starts. Show some love. We'll see y'all Wednesday night.
Great show, fellas.